As you can see, this is when we dehorned her last time. We're going to talk about dehorning. Now this heifer here, she doesn't have horns. She is an Angus Holstein, so she's much bigger than a Jersey. This is a Jersey, and this is an Angus Holstein. She is what is called polled. She will never have horns. Now with this heifer here, you can go two different directions. You can breed her back to a dairy, like a Jersey or a Guernsey. I'd never breed her back to a Holstein. Or you can breed her back to an Angus. And I'm going to get beat up here, so I'm coming out. But this is what a polled looks like. No horns, no horn buds or anything. This is where her horn buds were, and we burned them off. Now I'm leaving because this one here, and I'm going to let the camera person out.
It's another psychopath.
Now I've been cow slimed. So there's so many different methods of dehorning. This is a dehorner here. This is one that burns them off. And the reason why I use the paste on the cows is this, to me, just doesn't get it good enough. It's not big enough. They do have bigger ones, I believe. I think I saw some bigger ones. But this is like for goats or sheep even, because their horn buds are much smaller. So this is what another dehorner looks like, is this here. So then in this, I don't know if you can see this very well. Let's get in some shade here. Maybe we can see it better. If you look at this, these are all different kinds of dehorners as well. This one here is one that you put over the top of the horn, goes to the base of the skull, and you pop it out. That goes right over the base of the skull, right where the horn is at. Thank you. And you just pop them out. This one here goes over the top of the horn and cuts it off. Now these here, what we're seeing here, these are Angora goats. These are mohair, and they have horns. You will not dehorn a mohair or a cashmere goat's horns because of their fleece. Now it's not wool, it is hair. Same with cashmere, it's not wool, it's hair. But that's amber. But this here is the dehorner. Let's see if I can get a couple of more up. That's a dehorner as well. This one here looks like he's using a gun to burn them off. And these to me are pretty brutal. That one there is, to me, thank you, again, is pretty brutal as well. And let's see if we can get some of these other ones up. Then they have, these are different types. These are almost like a pruner, like you would prune limbs off of a tree. They've used saws for dehorning. This is a dehorner, that's for dehorning. And I showed you these other ones. So there's different methods of dehorning. Banding is another way of dehorning. This is a bander. You put elasticator, they call them elasticators, and I had a rubber in my pocket, and where's it at? Where's the rubber band? Okay, so this is the rubber band, and that rubber band goes over the top of this, like so, and you open it, and you can put it over. Now they have much bigger banders than this one, even. But this is also for banding goat's tail or sheep's tails. Some people use these to band their horns. This is for tails. This is all for testicles, for banding, like you saw that in that one video that we did. And so there's so many different ways to band. Squirrels out there eating chicken food.
When aren't they?
So I dehorn my dairy cows. It's just easier to work with them when they're dehorned. They don't get their horns caught in the fence. They don't beat each other up. When I was married, we had a brown Swiss, and she would use her horns on every cow we had. Until one day she picked up one of our heifers, yearling heifer, picked her up, and I mean, she did a job on her and just threw her. So my husband went out and got the vet and had him come out, and he popped her horns out like with the device that I showed you that you put over the horns and pop them out. I felt sorry for the cow because she just hung her head down for days. I'm pretty sure she had a pretty severe headache. So that's why I do dehorn my dairy cows. A lot of your beef cows don't have horns, so you don't have to worry about them. Some do, like your longhorns, they have horns. And that breed of cattle have been around for years. They were easy to maintain because they would be out like in the Texas and the different areas where it was more drought and the cow was easier to, they were able to eat just about anything, and they would tolerate the drought, they'd tolerate the heat, they could tolerate the cold. So your longhorns were used for that. Now they're using them basically a lot for rodeos and what have you. We only, like I said, we don't dehorn the Angora goats or the cashmere goats because of their, the horns is what keeps their body cool. It lets the heat out of their body. Some places people don't dehorn their goats because of the heat. I don't dehorn some of my goats because we have coyotes and mountain lion, which really doesn't help a whole lot, but it does give them a little bit of a defense. And so that's why I dehorn my cows, is basically to keep them from getting their heads stuck in things and what have you. So, and the banding is basically, you can, with castrating, you don't have to band. You can go in and just cut the sac, pull the testicles out, which is faster and probably less stressful on your dairy beef, your beef or your dairy
Dreef.
So I think that's about it. I think I showed you what it was all about the dehorning. The banders are called, elasticators. And so food for thought, food for thought is, when in anger, watch your words because they can cut like a knife. Please subscribe, push the like button or the not like button, make a comment, do a comment.
Sorry about that.
The camera person is spacing off.
I was thinking about games.
And yeah, see the video. And please subscribe, hit the bell. That way you're notified every time we do a video, and I'm going to try and do a little more videos more often. Right now is schoolwork and everything, and that's why sometimes it's a little bad. Anyway, thanks for coming to our channel once again, and you all have a great day.